Hey guys, John here. We're at the New York Auto Show and I want your guys' opinion. So I'm in the market for a new truck again. So I'm thinking either Tundra, Ram RHO, Ford Raptor, or GMC AT4. So we have all of them here today and I want to just give you guys my opinion on non-Toyota brands, or maybe see if you guys want a Tundra for the third time on the channel. So this one right here, this TRD Pro, is coming in at $72,500. This one equipped also is all the way up to almost $77,000. I would get it probably in the mud bath color or wait for 2026 to see what that color is. But if we come on into the interior of the Tundra, it's all right in here. It's not like, you know, top of the line, but we got soft touch all up on the doors. We do have memory seats, a very familiar interior that we have with the Tundra. 12.3-inch screen right here, bigger 14-inch screen. The TRD Pro does come with your crawl control, multi-terrain select, rear locker, a nice panoramic moonroof. Standard hybrid on this one, good amount of horsepower, good amount of torque. I just wish that the Tundra had a little bit more storage over here. It is soft touch materials, but I wish we had like a shelf right there. I do like the storage that we have right here. Opens up there, nice center console storage too. And then as we come to the back seats as well, since it is that hybrid, we lose storage back here, but good amount of space in the back of the Tundra. Composite bed too with it, just in case you guys haven't seen the bed of the Tundra. This one now does have an automatic tailgate that's not working right now because we are at the auto show, but I just wish that Toyota would do a little bit more storage. I know I'm ranting about storage, but I just wish that there was a little bit more on the Tundra. But I've had two of them in the past. Maybe want to shake something up, or see if you guys want a more of a longer term review of the Tundra on the channel before the refresh comes out, to see if Toyota has improved them over the years. Let's go check out whichever truck next. So unfortunately, Ford doesn't have a Raptor here, but this technically is the competitor to the TRD Pro, and it is the Tremor, which you can get with a 5-liter V8, which is actually pretty sweet. I believe also it does have a front and rear locker. We actually have tow hooks down at the bottom of this one. Nice DRLs on it too. Some general grabber tires. Looks like we have a rock rail down there. The interior of it is pretty nice. I've sat in one of these, but not this newer generation of Ford. The blue color paint looks pretty good too. Then as we come to the back, we got the newer Ford taillights, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And then they also have their new tailgate that kind of like opens up out of the way, but dual exit exhaust, recovery hooks right back there on the back. So really the only F-150 they have here that we can get in that's not a Lightning is this XLT. This is a power boost, but it does have some upgraded seats and whatnot. But we got a full screen right here that welcomes you in. Ford's graphics are actually pretty sweet. The thing that I like is the Raptor actually shows a Raptor. But big nice screen right here. We have all of our 4-wheel drive controls, it looks like. Oh my gosh, dude, these Fords with their freaking thing that I like though is that we have right here storage there, which is nice. Big glove box, more storage right here in the center console. Our cup holders, little bit of a divider right there. This little trick thing right here that you could put as a surface while you're driving. More cup holders back there. The layout of the F-150 is nice. This also has a panoramic moonroof too, like the TRD Pro has. This XLT, from what I remember as a kid, an XLT was like very low grade, but now this, to me, I mean, it even has a Bang & Olufsen sound system. So this one is pretty decked out to the point where this power boost is $71,000. So, and we'll go on into the back. Nice cup holders here in the door, which I don't think the Tundra has, and more cup holder space. I feel like this rear seat space is pretty much the same as the Tundra, but we have some nice vents right here too, some ambient lighting for the rear occupants. And with this thing being a power boost, that means that it's a hybrid. So we'll go ahead and lift these seats up, and you actually have storage space here on the Ford, because I believe they use lithium batteries, which are a lot smaller, a lot more powerful too. So you actually get storage on a hybrid version of an F-150. And we'll go ahead and go into the back here, because I'm pretty sure you could get all this stuff on a Why don't these manufacturers want these doors open? But come on inside, you could see a lot bigger of a bed because it is not composite. We have the outlets over there. This one has a pretty insane inverter for it being a hybrid. It also looks like we have some storage over here too. So Ford is definitely winning in the storage department for sure when compared to the Tundra. So actually with the battery configuration on this one, you still get less horsepower and torque than the Tundra. So it's 433 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque, whereas the Tundra is 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. So we made it to Chevy's booth, and this is gonna be an honorable mention because part of me definitely wants a Duramax eventually in the future when I have like a bigger trailer and stuff like that, but this is the ZR2. And I probably would get the GMC version just because I like the front end a little bit more. But this is a ZR2 Duramax diesel, and the price, guys, come on. This is right there at the same price as a Tundra TRD Pro. We were at $76,000 for a full-size half-ton truck. That is absolutely crazy. So ZR2 package, I like that Chevy put the steps on both sides. It has the Multimatic suspension as well in the back. This thing's an absolute beast. Big 35-inch tires on it already. It has the full-on multi-function tailgate, massive 6.5-foot bed with the inverter in the back too. It's only a 220-watt inverter though, but I mean, you still get it. Bed lights, nice big bed, tons of tie downs and stuff in it. And then when you go on into the inside, I've never really liked the mirrors on this one, but I guess they're functional. Such a big truck though. But check out the doors. Nice soft touch material everywhere. We do have like the plastic down here at the bottom, but Bose sound system, nice leather seats. It looks like heated and ventilated. Go ahead and climb on in. Got just a single moonroof in this. Nice little infotainment screen. Where's Chevy's thing? Right here. They don't allow the power up either, but oh, no, they don't. But full digital screen right there. Also a nice screen here that actually hangs low, so you have just full visibility out of it too. No digital rear view mirror, just a normal rear view mirror. But again, we're in a full-size half-ton truck. Tons of storage too down here at the bottom. They are heated, ventilated seats too. You got the full integrated brake controller, the automatic tailgate in the back, all of your buttons and gizmos right here. But we have a rear locker in this big guy. It looks like Chevy has their own version of crawl control. Nice bit of space right here. We also have our cup holders. Looks like a spot to put our cell phone, so you get the wireless charging, it looks like right there. And a nice cavernous kind of center console, just like the Tundra. But again, just like the Ford and everything as well. Come on, Toyota, you gotta learn. Some storage right there up above the glove box. And again, some nice kind of soft touchy materials and our plastics right there. And we actually have a HUD in this one, which is pretty cool too. Guys, I grew up with, oh Jesus, that is a drop. It's a tall truck. I grew up with Chevys, Fords, all that stuff. Toyota is just like a niche that I just found on YouTube, but I do like a lot of different brands and stuff too. So here's the back seats. We got heated seats in the back of this one, which is rad. The Tundra does not have that. Chevy, again, with the storage. We got cup holders right here, but little trick thing here in the seats, we got some storage. That would be something cool for Tundra to do, especially with the hybrids, is give you some storage right there. And then of course, if we lift them up, we got a bit of storage right there and kind of a flat floor. But honestly, I would, if I was gonna do the Chevy, I'd probably do it in this color right here. So this is another, this is just a Z71. So it's not a ZR1 or a ZR2, but this one is at $82,000. But this color though, looks really sick. And then the GMC example that we have, guys, is this AT4X. This is also the AEV. So this one is pushing the price a little bit more. So this is gonna be in the mid 80s for a half-ton truck. However, if you just got like the AT4, it's gonna be in the 60s. And then if you add the Duramax to it with the AT4X package, it's gonna start to be in like the mid 70s to high 70s. So if I was to do a GMC, it would definitely be the Duramax, whether it was with the 2500 with the 6.6 or this one right here with the 3-liter Duramax diesel. Gets great miles per gallon, especially if you don't have all the AEV stuff on it. But this interior of this one is going going to be that of kind of like a Denali Ultimate. I mean, this interior is so freaking nice, and I just like the way that the GMC looks a little bit more than the Chevy version of it, but you can see the AEV in the headrests, all this stuff here too. Basically the same kind of as the Silverado on the interior, but front and rear lockers, all that stuff. You get the Multimatic shocks when you upgrade up into the AT4X version of it. Longer bed, it seems like, in this one too. And then of course the same rear end interior. So I've always been a fan of the GMCs. I actually had a Silverado before I started the YouTube channel and got my TRD Pro, but this one is definitely where it's at. I wouldn't mind though just an AT4 6.6 2500, but again, that's if I had a bigger trailer, needed all that stuff to tow. But if I was getting a half-ton truck, it would definitely be with this 3-liter Duramax. All right, so we made it over here to Ram, and this one I'm actually really excited about, guys. So it has the new Hurricane engine, 540 horsepower, bit less torque than the Tundra has, made it to an 8-speed transmission. This one starting out starts at $69,000, but fully decked out can be $81,000. So that is a true Raptor competitor. Again, if you were to do like the Ram RHO, that may be kind of on the same level as the TRD Pro, but this thing is an absolute beast. Basically, it's a TRX, but no longer with the supercharged V8. Rather, we have the inline-6 Hurricane engine under the hood. But a bunch of tow hooks out here on the outside, nice steel bumper, LED lights. We have the marker lights right up here, so not trying to be like Raptor or also Toyota with the marker lights in the grille. So Ram did their own thing, which is actually pretty cool. It already has integrated kind of fender flares like the Raptor does as well, which is cool. So it's nice and wide. And then as we come to the back, like this truck just starts getting higher and higher and higher. And I'm at 5'11". This is at my shoulders, which is very crazy. And on the inside here, so it has 18-inch wheels on this one with, I believe, 35-inch tires. 325 65 R18s, and then the Ram comes with these Bilstein active terrain dynamic shocks, which is actually pretty sweet. So the truck is learning as you're driving based on whatever terrain you're on. Big, nice recovery hooks as well in the back, something that I hope Toyota does for the next generation. And then a dampened tailgate, so it's not an automatic tailgate like the Tundra, but it is a full bed, but no storage back here. It doesn't even look like, oh, we do have some outlets right here, 2400 watt outlet max, which is actually pretty cool. So, oh, sorry, 2000 watt outlet, which is still more, oh, it is automatic. I stand corrected. So very cool, automatic tailgate. This one also has the step on the side like the Tundra does, but we're gonna go into the inside because I know a lot of people knock Ram, but the interior of these new trucks is pretty sweet. So climbing on in, Harman Kardon sound system. Sounds okay for FM radio, but go ahead and shut the door. Soft touch materials throughout this whole truck. We also have a HUD, soft touch all up here on the dash, massive screen. So this is part of a full upgrade package that you do to get to that $81,000. Now you would have a storage right here, but instead with this, you actually have a screen over here for the passenger, which is pretty cool. RHO, all soft touch throughout there. I believe this one also has massaging seats in it, heated, ventilated, very nice interior. And I just love the way that Ram does the center console. I mean, look at all of these freaking USB-A's, USB-C's, HDMI right here. This is a big thing too that I hope that Tundra does. Aux cables or aux options. So you have 4 aux options, integrated brake controller, drive modes right here with the RHO. This thing has launch control. We have axle lock for the rear, it just looks like. All of our 4-wheel drive auto, 4 high, 4 low, the launch control right here, which is pretty gnarly. Again, nice glove box. This has a secondary shelf, which the Tundra does not have. So let's see, how do we open the whole thing? There we go. So nice little bit right there. Again, some coin holders, just in case you got some extra coin laying around. And yep, covers up right there. And cup holders in the back. Nice panoramic moonroof too in this one. Very, very big interior in this. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the back seat now. I'm gonna put this at my driving position if I can. Oh, we also have pedal adjustment too, I just noticed. That's pretty sweet. Oh, paddle shifters. They took the ones that looks like off the driver's side. And then door opens up, nice and big. God, this truck is tall, holy smokes. And talk about legroom, man. This is as much as like the Chevy. And I think the seat reclines. Does it just, how'd you recline that other one? We're in a Ram Tungsten and that one reclined, but it doesn't look like this one does. But there is so much freaking space back here. LED lights up here, which is pretty sweet. The speakers also in the back. And then we have heated and ventilated seats back here too. A little bit of storage, some vents back here, and then USB-A's, USB-C's, and then a 400-watt inverter. But there is tons of space in the back of the Ram. Oh, my wife just figured it out. See, thank you so much. So little lever right here to recline back these seats. The second gen Tundra had this before 2014 to utilize the most out of that Crew Max. But yeah, so sit upright. That's sick, dude. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, big drop. Don't want to leave my phone. And then there we go. So it lifts up. We have a completely flat floor right here too. And then this will pull up to give you kind of some mini storage right there if needed. Oh, contraband. That's cool, man. Toyota needs to work on their storage with the next gen Tundra. That is for sure. Again, this isn't a storage video. It's a comparison of truck video. But the big three definitely do their trucks really well. All right, so that was a fun video to do, guys. It's nice to kind of branch out and do other stuff on the channel just for some diversity. But let me know in the comments, should I do another Tundra again? Which I am leaning towards, obviously. It's a Toyota channel, very familiar with the product. Or maybe one of the other ones that I mentioned in this video. So guys, I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.